Oh, hey, Justin. Hope all's going well for you.
It
Um,
is.
just talk about you obviously had the great season last season. How much more do you think defensive backs are going to be honing in on you? And what do you got to do to kind of get better to maybe even take things to another level? I'm sure you hope in 2021.
Yeah, I mean that's the hard part about the league, and doing great things in the league. There's someone always watching your tape, someone always studying your game. So definitely during this off season, had to learn some new moves, and put some new moves into my inventory.
Joe Schmidt.
Yeah, Justin, obviously you had some pretty major exposure when you were in college, but now in the NFL. I'm just wondering how your life has changed, especially in the offseason and so forth, when all of a sudden now you're Justin Jefferson, NFL star.
I mean, it's a little crazy. Just being on this platform, and just performing at the level that I'm performing at. But I mean, it's good to train with some of the best guys in the league. Learning from those guys that been in the league for so and so years. So it's been good to really relax in the off season and finally get a little break and just really be myself in the off season.
Andrew Kramer.
Hey, Justin, last time we talked to you, you talked about kind of watching guys like Devontae Adams,
Yeah.
Keenan Allen, trying to steal some of their moves a little bit. How much are you able to apply that here in OTAs, and how's that process going for you?
Yeah, I've been trying to apply some of the pressure to Pat P. He's a great corner, and I mean he's so smart, he's so patient. So definitely trying to work some new moves on him, and seeing what works and what don't work.
Sam Ekstrom.
Yeah, Justin, there was a stat circulating recently that you were the number one receiver in the league last year against press coverage. I'm just wondering, what do you think prepared you to be so ready to match the physicality of the NFL defenses?
Honestly, just being going to LSU and just performing with those guys every single day. Going against the top DBs in the country every single day at practice. You kind of get used to that feeling. Being competitive and just trying to do your best. So those game days, I knew that I needed to be determined to go up and catch those 50-50 balls and to win that one-on-one battle.
Chris Thomason.
Hey, Justin, you of course topped several of Randy Moss's rookie records last season. What have been your dealings since the end of last season with Randy Moss? Have you had any dealings in particular with him?
No, I didn't really talk to him as much, but definitely in the future, looking forward to communicating with him and getting together with him so he can teach me a little bit more.
You got any goals that you've set for this season? I mean, yardage wise, receiving wise, touchdown wise, anything in particular?
As long as I have better numbers than last year, then I feel like I did a good enough job.
Eric Smith.
Hey, Justin, you mentioned Pat Pete. He's obviously a new face along with McKenzie and
Yeah.
now, Breland's in here. I guess what's that like kind of going against, for the most part, a fairly new group of corners and guys that you don't know?
It's pretty fun actually. Going up against a guy like Pat P, especially him being one of the top corners in the league, and going up against him at practice, that only makes us better as receivers, because we don't really get to see a guy like Pat P every single game. So being able to go up against him and for him to show us different looks and us running routes off those different looks, it gets us way better, and it makes it easier on game day going up against a guy that's not like Pat P. So it's pretty interesting, just being with him and going up against him and competing with him.
Will.
Hey, Justin, obviously every year the offseason is a time for excitement and
Yeah.
anticipation. But being back on the field and seeing all the guys you had on offense last year when you had a top 10 offense by a lot of metrics, and now seeing who was brought in on the defensive side of the ball, Where does that get your excitement level about this season, and how good do you think this team can be this year?
Extremely high, honestly. Just seeing the guys on defense and seeing how they move around, how they communicate, it's very exciting. I know this offense have some talented guys on the squad, so I know that we're going to bring the heat, and I know that these new guys on the defense is going to bring the heat as well. So I feel like we're gonna be looking really, really good this season.
Jeff?
Hey, Justin, given that these last 3 weeks have been voluntary, what does it tell you about this group just as far as the commitment level and the buy-in level that you've had, especially in offense, you've had near perfect attendance daily. What does that tell you about how motivated this group is for the season ahead?
Yeah, we're very motivated. Pretty much everyone is here. Everyone's here. Everyone is working. Everyone wants to get better, and it's good to have this time together to, connect with each other, to build that communication, build that, build everything really. So it feels good to see everybody's faces, everybody, involved, and we're starting out fresh. So this is a good start for us.
Sam Ekstrom?
Last week, Mike Zimmer said that he can tell you're more confident and a little more talkative when you're on the field. Do you feel like your demeanor can change now a little bit, that you're a little more established and you can be a little more vocal when you're out there?
Yeah, a little bit. When you're a rookie first coming in, you're kind of shy to things. You don't really know exactly what to say. You're just getting used to everybody. But now it's my second year, going on my second year, and I just feel so comfortable with these guys. They're very easy to talk to, very easy to be around. So now it's just I just feel way more comfortable with this team and just trying to take on that role to be a leader.
We'll have Chris Thomason next, and then we'll do two more after him.
Oh, hey, Justin, I'll ask you this question, and if you don't have an in-depth answer, I'll follow with something else. But I know you're not in the quarterback room, but have you seen anything particular that Kirk Cousins is doing working with Kellen Mond?
Yeah, just like you said, I'm not in the quarterback room, so I don't really know everything that they say. But even at practice, just keeping up his confidence, just congratulating him on a good ball or a good play. Just studying things with him, going over things with him. So Kellen definitely is looking good at practice also. So definitely excited at what he has been doing and, what he has to come later in the future.
Cool.
So Eric Smith, then one more.
Hey, Justin, what's your rapport like with Kirk right now? Obviously you guys are able to be on the field together when a year ago you were just kind of doing this and sitting in front of a computer.
It's definitely way better than sitting in front of a computer, but having this time before the season to really get back to things, get back connected with him, and really just be around him. It's good to be around your quarterback. Just building that connection. But, Kirk has been doing a fantastic job. He's been throwing some great balls, especially today. And, our locker is right next to each other, so we're definitely building a stronger connection than last year. And, it's just exciting to see.
Wrap it up with Courtney.
Hey, Justin. Building off of that, and I know that you talked about having an actual offseason this year, how beneficial is that for the chemistry that you have with Kirk specifically, knowing that it's not like you guys need throwing sessions, but they certainly help. But like being able to use you had a great season without having an offseason last year, but knowing like how much better I guess that could be, or maybe even changing your expectations of what you can do this year now that you have one.
It's definitely better to be in this OTA session, rather than being at home in front of a computer. You actually can be around the guys, actually, communicate and build relationships with them. So, it's just great to finally be here. I was telling the rookies, just grasp to this moment because, I didn't have this moment. I wasn't able to, come early to practices and get situated earlier and to be connected with Kirk a little earlier. But I mean, it just feels good to really just be back with the team and be back involved with everyone.